Hello guys, welcome back. Konnichiwa. Herzlich willkommen. Yeah guys, I want to show you here in this video a comparison between two drone stocks. One stock is called Ehang Holdings, ticker EH, and the second one is Joby Aviation, ticker is Joby. And I want to show you, which ticker has here a bigger breakout or squeeze potential, because we know that at least Ehang is a very violent short squeeze stock, or is able to perform short squeezes. So I give you here a comparison. Everything what I say here is of course not financial advice. This is my opinion based on the chart. Yeah guys, when we start here with the Ehang chart, then we can see we have this line here in the chart as well, and this is the chart pattern of Joby Aviation. So what we can see is that both stocks trading here in a very similar trading pattern. Both stocks have here breakout potential, and Ehang had its bottom here in October 2022. That was immediately after the bear market stopped and the bull market started, and Joby Aviation took a little bit more time here, was in December 2024. What is very interesting is that of course both stocks building now higher lows since then and start to squeeze. So I will delete here the Joby chart, guys, that you can focus only on the Ehang chart. So then let's start here with the chart pattern drawings, and then we understand where we are and what we could expect. I can say that from the beginning, both stocks trading here in a bearish pattern, even if we are recovering here from this shakeout. The all-time low for Ehang was $3.32, and for Joby we can also switch here to the chart. I use here for both stocks, by the way, the weekly chart that you see here, the weekly candles. As I mentioned before, Joby had a little bit needed a little bit more time here for the bottom. That was 27th of December, and since then we recovered from that and even had here a small short squeeze, which is quite normal after a bear market. The bear market lasted here more or less 1 year, almost 1 year, and then the bottom was in and we recovered from that 274%. We also have here a bearish pattern, because we can still see that this algo trend line here is blocking the price for Joby Aviation. So the potential that we break out to the downside is still there, but I will let you know here all the price levels, guys. Why do I make that video right now? Because as I said, both stocks have the potential to squeeze, and of course I want to educate you in trading. That's why I give you here all the price level information and the details, of course, but I also have a mission. I try to predict short squeezes or breakouts every week, guys. I have for this my Patreon available, and there I post my so-called breakout predictions. I give you a quick example what happened this week. We had here a 333% short squeeze or breakout squeeze. It was not a short squeeze, it was an algo squeeze, and which I also predicted here. So I will do the same here for Ehang and Joby, but I just want to show you that I always try to predict breakouts by defining here the algo buying zones. In my opinion, guys, nothing is here related on news and trading. Almost everything is based on algos. So I defined this green box where I said to my members the price will go in this box here. I released the video, by the way, on that day, and you can see as soon as the price touched the bottom of this zone, we had a very nice short squeeze. Also, I said which exit I expect, and the price, as you see, squeezed a little bit higher, but could not build a full candle body over this price level here and got rejected. As I mentioned, guys, 2 days after I released that video, this ticker squeezed 333%. I have a lot of more tickers available right now which hadn't squeezed, or which had not their squeeze yet. If you want to see those tickers, you can join us here on Patreon. The full package membership is my most popular membership, where every day new members joining in, you not only get access here to my short squeeze plays or breakout stocks, also to my trading tutorials. So if you don't know how to trade, how to start, which broker, which software, which indicator, and so on, I have everything available here, guys. So there is a lot of video content available here. If you want to join in, the link is patreon.com/blackbelttrader, and of course also available here in the video description. So guys, I give you now a quick comparison between Ehang and Joby Aviation, and then we talk about the details here. This is what I can show you for both stocks. We have a short interest percentage of the float for Ehang 14.5%, for Joby Aviation 13%, which means that the short interest is more or less similar or very comparable for both stocks, which means that both stocks are targeted by short sellers. So when you have a short interest higher than 5 or 7%, that is already a signal that the short sellers do not agree with the actual price. Let's call it like that. The upside potential, the calculated upside potential And this is now based on the actual price for both stocks. For Ehang is 585%. I calculated these here of some algos which we have here in the chart. So Ehang could make a squeeze or breakout of 585% based on the actual price. Joby only 64%. That does not mean that Joby cannot break out higher or build even new all-time highs. This is possible, but based on the chart pattern which we have here, Ehang has by far the bigger breakout potential. Downside potential for both stocks, guys, also based on the actual price. Ehang could drop minus 75% from this price here, and Joby Aviation minus 62%. The dip, yeah, the dip before the rip, if you can say so, the perfect buying algo zone for Ehang is $10 or lower, or for Joby Aviation $5 and lower. So guys, then let's check now the chart. As I mentioned before, we have here a bearish chart pattern for Ehang, which means yes, we're building here higher lows, but we have a very strong resistance at $21. I already released a couple of Ehang videos on my channel. You can check them out as well. But this is now here a very quick comparison. So we know that everything here above $21 could force a short squeeze for Ehang. And the good news are, guys, if we find support here, if we find support above $21, then Ehang has a lot of room to go, at least here back in the $40 range. But in my opinion, if we see a short squeeze, Ehang can easily come back here to $80. And as I mentioned before, I said we have here 585 upside potential, because here in the chart is some open business. The algos have to do their work here in the upper price levels, and we talk here about a price range of about $115 for Ehang. That's why Ehang has, of course, the much bigger squeeze potential based on the chart. This is, of course, not financial advice. If I had to trade Ehang, guys, the perfect buying algo demand zone is here between $8 and $6.60. I mentioned that before. $10 and lower is a dip. But if I had to buy Ehang right now, if I could decide, I would wait here for the dip. We are, of course, now in the bull market. That's why you also see here higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. But as I said before, be careful here. $21 is a strong resistance. As soon as we find support above $21, that is the moment where Ehang could squeeze. So the price is good right now for this squeeze play here, but keep in mind the bulls always, or the bullish algos always want to get the lowest possible price for Ehang. That means a price between $8 and $6.60. That is what I can tell you here about Ehang. For Joby, it looks very similar. As I said, it's just 2 months away here from the all-time low. And it's the same pattern here, guys. You can see that Joby also finds support, but has this rejection level here. And for Joby, the difference between Joby and Ehang is right now that Joby is finding support at $7, $7.05, because this is the make it or break it price level here for Joby Aviation. So that means that we are here right now in a bullish pattern. If I had to choose, if I should trade Joby right now, I would wait here for the dip below $7, because here $5.90, $5.95, $6 here in that range, depending on the day, is the support. Lower than that, guys, I would be careful. As I mentioned before, the dip zone for Joby Aviation is $5 and lower. The total downside potential 62%. Why do I say 62%? Because we have also here some open gaps in the chart, which has to get filled sooner or later. So the perfect dip for Joby Aviation would be here for sure below $4.20 or even lower, guys. So this is what we have here. We know that the all-time high for Joby is just $17. There is no open business waiting here, guys. That's why, yes, we can go back here in this price range, but that is the reason why I said the calculated upside potential for Joby Aviation is 64% based on today's price, and that means we talk here about a price of $14.48, guys. Decide by yourself which stock you like more. Of course, we can also compare the market capital and stuff like that, but this is now more for a short squeeze breakout play. In my opinion, guys, my honest opinion, I think Ehang is the better investment in favor of a short squeeze play, but also more risky because the downside potential is higher. But make your own decision, guys. If you want to copy here, by the way, my price goals for Joby and Ehang, you can pause the video. Everything what you see here is based on TradingView. This is the chart program what I use for all my videos and all my trades, guys. If you want to learn trading, join us here on Patreon, watch all my content, watch my tutorials. And if you also want to draw these charts by yourself, then you can use the same program which I'm using here, which is called TradingView, guys. You can get here a discount link in the video description for the premium tier. If you want to start today, guys, click here in the video description and you get the TradingView discount link. My friends, that was my comparison between Ehang and Joby Aviation. I hope that was helpful. If you don't want to miss any updates, then please hit the like and subscribe button right now. I thank you for your time. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate your support and see you in the next one. Arigatou gozaimasu, vielen Dank, alles Gute und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.